Jonathan. Thank you. So the plan is, I'll do a little bit stand-up to get you all nice and bubbling and energized before Jonathan, and then in about 10 minutes time, I'm going to present Jonathan and we're going to go completely crazy. Are you with me on this? It is so lovely to see you. Let me just start by asking, are there anyone here who identifies under the queer umbrella? Make some noise. And do we also have straight allies in tonight? Make some noise. Well, that was actually louder. I'm surprised. Normally you aren't this proud when asked. But that is lovely, that is amazing. This is a safe space for everyone. I can tell you, I identify as a straight supporter. I do. Yes, every year I stand on the sidelines and I clap for you at Straight Parade. That's not what you call it, but it's when we release the Danish Christmas beer. It's called Gulddag. Celebrate your culture. I usually, when I perform, I'll do a bit of a reveal, where I reveal to the audience that I'm also into girls. But I know I can't do that here, because half of you have already clocked the Carabiner. Do you have any other Carabiners? Make some gravel? I personally love that the Carabiner has become the new lesbian signaling, but you have to be very careful, because not a lot of people know this. So the most interactions I've had on wearing a carabiner are men with man buns who ask me if I'm also into climbing. The last time it happened, I thought, let me be a bit funny with this. So I went to him and goes, nah, I mostly mount my harness inside my apartment. He got so confused as he was walking away, like, don't you have stairs? But I do love queer fashion. That is definitely a spectrum where I just saw Jonathan, and if Jonathan is here, then I am underdressed. But this is my way of dressing visibly queer, because I want straight people to look at me and go, ah yeah, she kind of looks like a female stagehand. Ah, she might be gay. Whereas when other queer people see me dressed like this, you'll immediately go, that looks like a lesbian who spent a long time on her outfit. Ah, she might be unemployed. And either way, I feel very seen. But I can tell you, I am actually bisexual, and that's mainly because I live in Copenhagen. It is hard to be picky when everyone is beautiful. It's the straight people again, they got so proud. But it has surprised me that I've come out as a bisexual later in life, because I actually grew up in a rather small town called Odense, and when I was a teenager there, I was absolutely certain that I was a lesbian. And then I moved and realized, I'm only small town lesbian. Because once I hit that big city, I was like, okay, the men are different here. In Copenhagen, I can tell you, 9 out of 10 men are actually feminine enough for me. It completely changed my perspective. Like, I thought my sexuality was on a spectrum. Now I know it's a destination. So I always say, location, location, location. I just personally didn't know I had a type in men before I met the stereotypical Copenhagen man. And that is you, I can tell. Were you one of the straight people? Yes. So this is not a football game. No, here. It's pronounced yes. I met men from Copenhagen and realized there are men here who cares which coffee order goes with the star sign? Like, my hottest dream is for a man to help me build an IKEA closet and then come out of it right after. Like, I'm happy to be bisexual, I am. The only thing that annoys me a little is that I changed my sexuality because I was so sure the first time I came out. I was 14 years old and I had the certainty you can only have when you're a teenager who's figured out who you're gonna be for the rest of your life. And when I came out as a lesbian, I attended a Christian school. I've always been great with timing. And what happened is, I am not Christian myself, and my parents aren't Christian either. What happened is, I got bullied at my first school for not being very cool. Thank you. It's a common experience among queer people. But then I think my parents, they saw the Christian kids. I was like, she might have a chance there. So I started the Christian school in year 7, and very quickly I fell in love for the first time ever in my German teacher Margaret. You should have been there for my German classes. That ass, Margaret. I got so excited about finding myself. I immediately went, okay, I've been in love once. Margaret is a woman. Ich bin Lebanesisch. And I got so excited to tell people, so the first person I told was my best friend Maria. And Maria was a very Christian kid. So I was kind of nervous when I pulled her aside and asked her, Maria, how do you feel if I tell you that I am into girls? And Maria, she took it very seriously. She thought about it for a very long time before she answered me, you know, Cecilie, no matter who you're into, I am not going to judge you, no. Because I know that God will. I wasn't that clever at 14. You shouldn't clap at that. I wasn't that clever at 14, so I remember thinking, oh my God, that is so sweet. I can't believe she's not judging me. It gave me so much courage. I immediately went out to all the other Christian kids and asked them, hey, do you believe that I'll go to hell for being a lesbian? And they were like, yeah. But we're not judging. And can you believe they really didn't? I had a great time in school. A few days later, Maria came up with the best compromise I have ever heard. She went to me and said, Cecilie, I figured it out. The two of us can still be friends even though you're a lesbian. We just can't be best friends forever because you're not going to the eternal life. Suckers. So after that, I really wanted a win, so I thought, I'm going to come out to my parents. My parents are quite liberal. They might even celebrate this. So I went home to my parents, and I got to them and said, Mom and Dad, I am a lesbian! And my mom goes, oh, I don't think you are. No, have you considered that this might be a phase? Yes, and to this day, I am so provoked by the fact that she was right. But on the other hand, what's up with the double standard? I mean, if my parents really didn't want to celebrate something that might turn out to be a phase, I don't get why they invited the entire family to celebrate my parents' wedding. I mean, a few years later, 1-1 on phase. And then I just found myself 10 years later in Copenhagen, and I saw a man with nail polish and long hair. I called him bi girl bait. And got annoyed again because I realized the Christian kids were right. I really just had to meet Jesus. And we dated for a while. It was lovely. He was a carpenter. Which is the best type of man, because it's a man who's gone, I want want to build something with my bare hands, but only indoors. Like being with him was totally like being a lesbian again. Okay, that's an experience only I've had. He was just quite women-like in the way that he was really good at communicating, and he didn't earn a lot. We were actually quite equal in that sense. But now as a bisexual, when I tell people, sometimes they get so excited for me, and they'll hear I'm bisexual and go, oh my god. Does that mean, Cecilia, that you can pick up both men and women? And I have to reply, that has not been my experience. No, for me, being bisexual is more like going out, betting on both heads and tails, and somehow finding a coin standing up. And then I'll go home with a coin offer, which is what I call men at 4 a.m. But sometimes I do fear maybe I'm not very good at being a bisexual. Because if I'm honest with you, the last couple of years I've mainly hooked up with men. And that is not a preference, it's a skill issue. Because I am not very good at flirting, but it seems like with straight men, it's not entirely necessary. So what I'll do when I want to pick up a straight man is I'll stand on a dance floor, right? And then I'll start to look really confused. Like I need some help. And then when a man comes, I can go, oh, thank you, kind sir. Could you please help me make my way home to your place? That works every single time. Whereas when I try to flirt with a woman, yeah, exactly, it's not as easy as someone just shouting at you. When I try to flirt with a woman, I don't know what to do. All my experience tells me it's that we'll just end up being at the same bar for hours and hours and hours on end. Because suddenly there's two of us who can't make our way home. And that makes me a bit worried because I don't know the rules for bisexuality. How often is it that I have to sleep with a woman to still be in the club? I can't tell if the nervous laughter is because you're thinking about it or you're nervous about it too. I know that's not how it works. It's just I went to the Pride Parade this year and I had such a good day. I was waving the bisexual flag. And it just felt like I was waving sort of a fitness card I haven't used in years. I mean, if you lined up all my hookups here on stage right now, I think it would look like a board meeting. And I just hate how much I sound like a boomer when I defend it, being like, yeah, I would love more female representation. It's just most of the applicants are male. And I actually think the only solution is to make it mandatory for more females to sleep with me. Well, I do know that's not how it works. If you could truly lose your sexuality just because it's been a while since you've been with a woman, I think a lot of you men would be in panic. Like imagine if there is a yearly checkup and you just go see me and I go, oh, I am so sorry, Casper. It's just I look at the data and you don't seem to fuck often enough to call yourself a heterosexual. No, but if it's any consolation, you can still call yourself married.